but there's also a lot of people that are just like mean. You know, people are just mean in general online. You never have to face repercussions for what you do.
They're just not happy with their own life, and they want you to fail, and that's what you're reading. You know, that's all that is. It's just someone wants you to be. And then there's, you know, an unusual thing. Like all of a sudden you have this unusual amount of energy and joy for life.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know.
No, I'm not
Seems
buying
different.
it. I'm not buying it.
Something
I'm not
can't be
buying
that
it.
love drug. It's got to be something else.
It's interesting to see it happen, and I don't know how much do you pay attention to social
Almost
media?
none.
Yeah,
I
it's the best.
read other stuff about other things, but I don't pay attention to anything about me. It's not healthy for you.
It's not.
No.
A
not
long
good.
time ago I got off, and that
Yeah.
was like the best decision I've ever made.
But it is a good source of interesting shit. There's a lot of interesting things to pay attention to in the world. But you have to kind of be real careful how you curate it. And I think with some people, what I see, and it's, I follow quite a few people that I can tell that this is what's going on. It's their daily obsession is interacting on Twitter and like saying things and arguing with people and getting in confrontations and, you know, and dunking on people.
Right.
So they do it all day long. It's like, it's one of their main interactions that they have with human beings. The amount of time they put into it, it probably dwarfs all the other time they put in with human beings.
Right. And it's a crazy, crazy fucking thing too. Like who decides what is interesting too? Because I tell you what, the submarine thing, with the submarine that went to go see the Titanic.
Yeah.
Or not submarine, but the whole Titanic deal. It's the submersible thing. Not once, Joe, in my entire life have I said, if I get on my phone and I'm like, hey, or if I'm not even on my phone, if I'm just like, hey, I want a jet ski. I'm thinking about getting a jet ski. And then the next time you get out your phone, you get an ad for a jet ski. Right? But not once in my life have I been like, oh, like, submersibles are very interesting to me. Like, I want to go see the fucking Titanic. How was that story everywhere?
Well, because the people that were involved were very wealthy. And when wealthy people do stupid shit, we have a certain sense of glee. Like when some wealthy billionaire wants to take a rocket into space and it blows up, people will be like, ha ha. There's a part of that.
Right.
There's definitely a part of ha ha. If you are a person who gets to watch people do something that you think is really fucking stupid, like get into an unproven watercraft
with a GameCube controller
that's had people resign because of safety concerns.
Right.
That's one of those things where when people die like that, people enjoy watching it. They enjoy paying attention to it.
Weird?
It's weird.
They enjoy.
But it's also fear. It's the fear of the actual experience of being that person, because you could imagine it. You could imagine if you had been talked into it somehow. Everybody says it's totally safe.
Right.
Don't worry. And you're like, okay, let's do it. Let's do it. And then you're down there in the ocean, and then you hear a crack.
Yeah.
You're like, oh,
but those
Jesus.
guys, they died so fast.
Supposedly.
Okay.
Yeah. What I heard is that something failed and it plummeted. And that as it was plummeting, they probably knew they were dying as it was plummeting into the ocean. And then
because the actual collapse would be,
bro, Jesus Christ,
tenths of a second. No, is what they said.
Imagine the force behind that weight, all that water. If the clouds are 1,000,000 pounds, a cloud, it's floating in the sky and it's 1,000,000 pounds.
All that shit around you.
You're 4,000 feet deep in the ocean.
That's fucking crazy.
Boom. It's just pink mist.
Do you think that's never happened before?
I'm sure it's happened before. It's definitely happened before.
And it's just so crazy. Like, I don't know. That's all anybody talked about for a week.
Right.
And then now no one fucking talks about it. It just comes and goes.
Well, because we found out that they died, and then there's not much more to say other than, people go looking into the history of the safety concerns that these engineers had.
Right.
How did anybody ignore that? How did they allow people to do this? And, you know, the dude who ran it, you know, then they're fascinated by him because he was actually in it. It's not like he just put somebody in it. He went in it himself, so he believed in it. He died with them.
He was on that trip.
Yes, which is wild too. So the whole story is, I mean, it's a thing when we see someone do something and die, and we think it's unnecessary or stupid. There's a part of us that like has to study it, because that's how you learn. Even if it's something you would never do, that's how you learn to never do that. When you see some guy and he's taking a selfie on a skyscraper and he falls, you're like, Jesus! It just cements it in your head. Don't fucking do that.
Don't do that.
Don't fucking do that.
But that's like, I don't know. That's like evolution. It's like,
It is.
you're kind of like, well, you don't want to be up that high. That's okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to go anywhere fucking near that. And my body says,
yeah,
don't fucking go anywhere near that.
And some people are like, bro, I'm gonna do chin-ups.
And then some like down that low too. Well, it's just, I don't know. Like I talk, a lot of my buddies who served, they're like, oh yeah, I jumped on an airplane like 1,000 fucking times.
Yo,
like, how? Why?
Yo.
How? It's not right. I'm a terrestrial being. I'm so happy being here. I'm so happy being here.
Me too.
Like
my friend Brian, his
this is wrong.
Don't show me this, Jamie. Stop. I get sweaty.
Jamie, that's wrong.
I get sweaty. I get sweaty hands. These motherfuckers drive me nuts.
Why?
So crazy.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Have you seen? Oh fuck! There was a movie about this, like Free Climber.
Oh.
Who,
Alex Honnold, or you talking about the Alpinist?
It was the
ice climber.
It wasn't a nonfiction. It was a fictional movie.
Oh, a fictional movie.
But she climbed up this like cell phone tower right before they were gonna tear it down, and she gets like stuck up there.
Oh Jesus Christ!
And my feet were sweating, and I love horror movies.
Oh
I love horror movies, all this shit.
Oh my God.
But watching that, I'm like, yeah, fall. This is
fall.
Do not show me this. Do not show me this. Stop
crazy,
it.
dude.
Stop it, Jamie. No, don't show me this, man. I want to watch this.
Don't look. Just don't turn it on.
Oh God damn it!
It is so. It is.
Okay,
dude,
stop.
I was so pumped.